Dudes! Today, I've set aside an especially sadistic challenge for myself, inspired by Drummeo's Larnell video of Larnell learning Enter Sandman with just one listen and then playing it nearly flawlessly. In today's lesson, I'm going to attempt to play a Miguel Zenon tune with zero listening. And if it's anything better than hot garbage on take one, I'm going to be happy. Because here's the reality a lot of jazz drummers know, which is that occasionally when we get on the bandstand, people will call songs that we don't know, but we don't really want to say we don't know, so we do what's called faking it. The Susquehanna Shuffle, the Brooklyn Fake It. So in take one, I'm going to narrate my thought process for how I fake my way through a tune as if I dropped into a gig with Miguel Zenon with no chart. Then I'm going to attempt to memorize the entire tune in less than an hour via this accelerated learning loop process that I developed with the whistling. I'll show you guys exactly how I do it. Then at the end, we'll do a take two, just like Larnell. And the goal of take two is going to be not to miss any band figures. How much am I going to suck on take one? How much better will take two be? You're going to have to stay tuned. So, stay tuned. And we're just going to listen to the opening a couple times. This is my little cheat because you screw everything else up, you don't want to screw up the opening. And if you get off to a good start, then people will give you a lot of leeway. Here goes. Okay, and with that, I'm going to go in cold and see how we do. Okay, this is the part I already know. Let's hope I catch it. Hey, I got it. Okay, I had the reverb way too high. So here, I'm just trying to catch the pattern. Obviously, I wasn't going to catch that. Hopefully this repeats. Crap, he did a variation. Again, hoping this repeats. This is a pattern, I can repeat it. Just keep the groove. Ha! So I just played over the bass break. This is something we need to catch in the second time. So here I am just trying to catch that basic pattern, and you'll hear me fucking it up later on. I'm not even trying to catch the dotted 8 thing that Henry's doing. Piano solo. This is good because there are no unexpected rhythmic hits, but also dangerous because he's going to play with the rhythm and I have to keep the one for the band. Okay, here I notice the meter's changing. This is a section in 4, based on the dotted 8th of the previous section as a new quarter note. We're not sure when it's going to go back, but at least we can relax and just play groove for a little while. least the pocket sounds good. I'll take it. So here comes the outro. Just keep the groove here. Here comes some figures to end it, I know it. Yep, and that's always the one that gets you guys. You're always gonna miss that. So it's the killer, because when you're faking a tune, you miss that, and that's when everyone claps awkwardly. The worst. Okay, so I've just faked my way through this in take one, and I have a good idea of the priorities that I'm going to look at when I go back and try to learn this to get as close to nailing it as possible in take two. We're going to start with just learning the vamp in the solo section, because that's a gimme. If you don't nail that, you're dead in the water. As simple as I need to play that, I just want it to be grooving and reliable so that people can construct solos over the top of it. Next, I'm going to go back and learn all of the little hits that could trip me up, beginning with the end of the tune, then basically everything from the beginning to the first solo. And I think we'll be good to go to do another take of this and hopefully nail it. Okay, now I've gotten that pesky dotted eighth ride 9 groove, as well as a good understanding of what the Koskara of the solo section is, so that I don't f it up during the tune. Now time to hit some of those bitch figures, and we're going to start with those at the end. So after 10 loops and a lot of mental energy, we're through all of the individual sections of the tune. So now we're going to paste it all together, do a couple takes of the entire tune. What usually happens is you'll forget a few things you learned at the beginning, so running the whole tune will help. And then sleeping on it and running it the next day, then it's usually really solid. Okay, on to it. So there you have it, guys. Take one and take two. I think I did fairly decently in take two. The one place I faffed up was I realized I hadn't practiced the transition between the 9 and the implied 12/8 at the end of Miguel's solo. If I had it to do over again, I'd practice that. Otherwise though, I think it was a very clean take. I managed to hit the entire tune without really f***ing anything up, with just about an hour and a half of loop learning. And obviously, I'm not Larnell learning a tune in real time. Hopefully that gives you a window into how I approach this stuff. And even if in real life, you're going to have a chart, going through a process like this with a difficult tune and forcing yourself to learn it and record it in an afternoon will accelerate your playing by leaps and bounds, I guarantee it. I have a handy link for you below the player. If you just click that link, enter your email address in on the next page, we're going to send you 3 free videos, which I assert will make your playing better in the next 3 weeks than it's gotten in the previous 6 months. Dudes, it's been extra real today. Glad you hung with me if you're still watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again real soon in the next lesson of the week. And that's how you get the gig. So crazy, it just might work.